Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel and this is one of my dogs, Gus. We are keeping things short and sweet today. We're going to do a flexibility practice focusing on the lower body. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in butterfly. You can bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out nice and wide. Feel free to slide your heels or your feet a little bit further away from your hips so that you can place your hands on your knees and find a nice long spine. We're going to take a big inhale here. And with the exhale, start to turn your chest over towards the right just a little bit for a gentle twist. Taking a breath here. Feeling the spine, maybe those hips, and use an inhale, bring your chest forwards, and exhale, twisting to the left side. Push into the fingertips, keep your spine long. And then let an inhale bring you back through center. Awesome, you guys. Your hands could find your knees again, lengthen your spine even more. And with the exhale, tipping forwards. Just let your chest kind of fall as far as it wants to without encouraging it down in any way, without pulling on your feet or on your legs. Maybe wiggle your toes for a moment. Feel those hips. And then let's take an inhale to lift right back up and start to send your legs out wide, finding a wide straddle. So pointing your toes up towards the ceiling, bring your hands maybe to the floor behind you for support. Finding a long spine, we're going to take our twists again. So inhale to lengthen. With the exhale, just start to turn your chest towards the right side just a bit. Maybe your left hand comes to the floor in front of you, but keep pointing your toes up. Turn your chest, find that nice little twist. Maybe look at your big toe and then use an inhale. Come back through center and exhale as you turn and twist to the left. Push into those fingertips. Flex those feet. Awesome, you guys. Inhale is going to bring you back through center. You can stay sitting nice and tall, or maybe you're going to add a tip forwards again. Just kind of tip in as far as your body wants to go without any effort. You can keep flexing your feet, point your toes up towards the ceiling. Feel the nice inner leg stretch here. Soften your shoulders. Nicely done, you guys. Use an inhale as you start to lift back up. Bring your hands to your knees. Help your legs come back together. Just bring your feet to your mat. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. And then we're going to send our right leg out long and bring the left foot to the inner thigh. Option to keep the foot on the inner thigh or to bring your foot towards that right hip crease. And maybe your foot can kind of be on an angle, so your toes might be facing or pointing up a little bit, and your ankle might be a little bit lower, kind of like on the inner leg. So if you like how that feels on the knee, on the ankle, you can keep your foot there or just bring it back to your inner thigh. But that right leg, it's out in front. You can point your toes up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, lengthen, and with the exhale, tip forwards again. Just let the chest fall as far as it wants to. Getting into the hamstring and maybe that left ankle. Nicely done, you guys. One more breath here. And then using an inhale as you slowly lift right back up. If your foot is on top of your leg, just bring it back down and actually send your left leg completely out. If you did feel the ankle there, you might want to give your foot a little bit of a shake, but we're just going to switch sides. So right foot to the inner thigh with your forward fold, or bringing your foot towards that left hip crease. Just gotta be mindful that one side might be a lot different than the other. So pay attention to your knees, pay attention to your ankles. You don't have to get fancy today. Inhale to lengthen, flex your left foot, and then exhale, tipping forwards. Mostly feeling that hamstring. Softening through the shoulders. And take just one more breath. Nice. And use an inhale as you lift right back up. You can bring that right leg out next to the left one. Give your feet a shake if you need to. And then we're just going to cross our ankles and come over onto our hands and knees. From here, we're going to set up a lunge. So you can bring your right foot forwards, sinking into those hips. Maybe rolling your mat over for that back knee, but rest on the top of your back foot. Sinking those hips forwards and down and finding that left hip flexor. Again, you can keep your chest low, but soften your shoulders. Maybe looking at your big toe again. Slowing down. Nice job, you guys. We're going to slowly heel toe our foot over towards the left side. Heel toe, and lay down your shin. You can slide your foot closer to that left hip if you'd like, setting up your pigeon. Take an inhale, lift up through the chest. And with the exhale, fold forwards if you'd like to fold forwards. Let the upper body get nice and heavy. Always softening through those shoulders today. Feel the love through that right leg. Awesome work, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly lift. Lift your chest, just roll to the right side a little bit so that you can bring your back leg forwards. Feet to your mat, give your knees a hug, shake it out a little bit, and then cross your ankles again. Come back over onto your hands and knees and bring your left foot forward. Set up your lunge. Maybe roll your mat over again. Sink into those hips, finding that right hip flexor this time. Just another breath or two here. How do those hips feel today? And then we can start to heel toe our foot over towards the right side. Lay down the shin. Maybe scoot your foot a little closer towards your hip. Take an inhale, lengthen. Stay here or add your forward fold. Forget about that left leg and just focus on relaxing your upper body. And when you're ready to lift on up, let the inhale help you. Lift the upper body, roll to the left side a little bit, bring that back leg forwards, plant your feet, give your knees a hug or even a little rock side to side. We're going to cross our ankles one more time. Come back over onto your knees, resting on the top of your feet. So you can sit back on your heels, or maybe you need to lift those hips and stand on your knees. But if you're able to lean back here, sitting on those heels, we're going to try to lean back and try to lift the knees as well. So you can bring your hands behind you, lean back, maybe lift the knees a little bit, maybe one knee at a time. Maybe your knees can lift a little higher. Maybe you can take the weight out of your hands and keep your balance, feeling the love through the top of the feet, all the way through those shins, maybe all the way through the knees. And just breathe. Nicely done, you guys. If your knees are lifted, let them come back down, come forwards. Start to tuck your toes under. We'll give our ankles a nice shake in a moment. Tuck your toes under. Find your nice, lovely toe squats. Tuck those toes. Send the hips back to the heels again. Or maybe you're going to stand on your knees. This one can be very intense, so If you need to stand on your knees or keep your hands on your mat, definitely do so. Find a place where you can relax your shoulders. Maybe even smile for a moment. So good. How do those feet feel today? This one is always so, so good. And we take one more breath. And then come on out. Come forwards. Shake out those ankles. Maybe even give your toes a nice little love tap. Awesome, you guys. You can have a seat. Just find a nice, comfy seat. It was short. It was sweet. That is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, namaste.